America's Stinger is arguably the most iconic and portable air defense system ever produced anywhere in the world. Stinger missiles have been a key factor in preventing Russian forces from gaining critically important air superiority for Ukrainian troops who are facing a heavily mechanized foe. The FIM-92 is a shoulder-fired, heat-seeking, surface-to-air missile, also known as a man-portable air defense system or Manpads, that is designed primarily to engage low-flying targets, including fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and drones. In recent years, improved versions of the missile have been developed that offer improved capabilities against smaller unmanned aerial vehicles, which present a very real threat already and will only become more of a challenge to U.S. military operations as a whole as time goes on. The all-weather Stinger missile has a 2.5-mile range. The launcher, when loaded, weighs 33 pounds and maintenance of the unit is straightforward. Users do not need extensive training. They are fire-and-forget systems, which means they are guided by infrared means. The two-man crew can shoot and scoot to a new position after launch. They excel at resisting countermeasures such as flares. Stingers can also be mounted on a vehicle for better portability. In addition to being versatile, the Stinger missile is also highly accurate because it uses an infrared seeker to lock onto the heat in the engine's exhaust and will hit nearly anything flying below 11,000 feet, or 3,352 meters. The targeting system can identify friendly aircraft to avoid fratricide. When the launcher locks on target, there is a vibration signal and a speaker. The rocket has a solid fuel propulsion and produces a velocity that is twice the speed of sound. It has a highly explosive 6-pound fragmentary warhead. Raytheon says on its corporate website that the Stinger missile has a 93% success rate in reliability and training tests. This missile comes under Man-Portable Air Defense System. The price of one Stinger missile is about $38,000 to $40,000 for the year 1980. At present, the cost of this is around $119,000 to $120,000. This is the official price that is set by the manufacturer. The success ratio of this is high rather than other kinds of missiles in the defense systems. However, the troops must have the proper training to use it. Otherwise, the expected result will not come. Some may ask why the United States continues to develop the Stinger missile as opposed to creating a new Manpads like the Russians did with the Verba. The answer, as given by Raytheon, is that the Stinger fulfills all current and near-future requirements for an air defense system. The threats that a NATO and Manpads might face aren't evolving that fast, and Stinger in its current form is capable of facing them down without trouble. On the other hand, the United States and its allies are pushing out newer planes and missiles, so a fresh design is needed for Russia to counter the new technology the West is putting out. The FIM-92 Stinger surface-to-air missile has been a staple of America's short-range air defense network since the 1970s. It also has been wildly successful on the export market, being used by almost every NATO country and U.S. ally. The U.S. military is now upgrading their Stinger to the new FIM-92J and FIM-92K models to effectively counter all aerial threats in the near future. The J model includes substantial improvements in lethality, updated components to help extend the shelf life and decrease the maintenance cost of these missiles. All prior versions of the Stinger were only hit to kill, meaning that the missile itself would hit the target and then detonate in an attempt to destroy the target. The FIM-92J retains this functionality and will attempt to hit to kill by default. However, if it determines that a hit to kill is not possible due to the size of the target or other factors, it will switch to a proximity fusing mode and then detonate when it senses it is at the closest point to the target. This makes the J and K variants far more effective against smaller UAS than earlier Stingers. While this is not exactly a new technology, as it is also used on the ABLA-S Manpads and countless other larger surface-to-air missiles, it is the first time such a fuse is being used in a Stinger missile. The U.S. has delivered hundreds of Stinger anti-aircraft missiles to Ukraine for the first time over the last few days, including over 200 on Monday, according to a U.S. official and a congressional source briefed on the matter. Earlier this year, the U.S. gave the green light to Baltic countries including Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia to send American-made weaponry that they have to Ukraine, including Stingers. But until now, the Biden administration had held off on the U.S. providing the Stingers directly to Ukraine, while they have provided other lethal weaponry.